Hi, and welcome back to Wiccan's Tarot. My name is Carmen, and I missed you yesterday. For those of you that didn't see the short that I posted, I, like 10 minutes after telling you all that I wanted to do an all signs reading, burned my thumb on my curling iron. Well, technically, like my middle finger, too. I don't want to like offend anyone, so I'm not going to show anyone, but it's like it started off as big as like the end of a razor, basically. It's better today, but I was pretty incapable of shuffling or anything yesterday. And boy, that put me in a little bit of a sour mood because I like to be timely with personal readings. So thank you everyone who was patient and understanding. Still got one more to catch up on, but don't you worry, I'll get to that. All right, we're going to do an all signs reading. I wanted to leave it intentionally open because I want to make sure that for each of the 12 signs, you get exactly the message that you're looking for. What is it you're supposed to know, right? Hi there, Tiana. So let's come spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And then you can check the description box below if you want to see what order it's going to go in. After this goes, well, after I'm done, really, I'm going to go back and make sure there are timestamps for you all. But I go Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then Capricorn, Taurus, and thank you for your patience, Virgo. I apologize for the kind of limp hair, but I am not on speaking terms with my curling iron today. Dumbest thing I did though, I literally finished curling my hair after I burnt my thumb because I had half of it done. I couldn't like show up on camera and only have half my hair curled. That would be weird. But don't do that. Don't be me. Hello, Peggy. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be today. Like yesterday, I was worried. I would say the most important thing, anybody who decides to grab their hot curling iron, don't curl your hair immediately after or finish. Just, be weird. Go weird with it. Use a cold compress and petroleum jelly or Vaseline. That last one's the most important. All right. Hello, Grace. How are you? Thank you. Hello, Holy Yoga. What's up, Deepak? I will. I'm probably going to be a little bit like awkward, you guys, in terms of like the cards maybe falling out a little bit easier because I'm going to try to like catch the cards here, whereas normally I would like, use the opposable thumb. Yay. All right. So let's dive in, shall we? Okay. By the way, you can also find out how to get a personal reading or check out my second channel in the description box. All right, Aquarius, what should we use for your cards? I do like the Morgan Greer for you because it's got the stars on the back of it. All right. See, it's not too bad, right, you guys? What do we have for Aquarius? I'll pull probably like 5 to 6 cards for each of the 12 signs. All right, what do we have for Aquarius, please? King of Cups, 4 of Cups, Empress in the reverse, Page of Pentacles, Hanged Man, and Knight of Pentacles. All right, so Aquarius, you, regardless of your gender, are King of Cups here. There is some emotion that is hitting you this week. I do feel like this is maybe a little bit like melancholic. I feel like there's somebody that has rejected you, maybe not like outright into your face and like said no, but either they're distant or you feel rejected in some way. But this person is, I think, going to come back around. But I think you're going to view that connection differently this time. It looks to me like you see a little bit more clearly now that they use some sort of emotional manipulation. And it's like almost healing for you in terms of, yeah, things didn't really go the way that I wanted to, But you know what? I'm feeling hesitant because I know what is down that path, or I can tell whether or not somebody has actually changed or done what they needed to be ready for a relationship or to not leave me feeling rejected, right? All right. This is the Zodiac fortune telling cards. I think I'll pull one of these for every Zodiac. What else do we have for Aquarius? You are inclined to make people happy. And you have a few trustworthy friends and one unexpected enemy. So pay attention to the behaviors that are a pattern from those that are close to you. I love that you do have a few trustworthy friends. Look, not everyone has that, right? So be glad on that. But there is somebody that I think you're going to start to see is not really returning the energy that you offer to them. All right, one more for Aquarius. What do we have in the next week? This is the Kipper. Adjudication. Now, for some of you, there is actually something court related here. There could be a deadline. There could be an actual court appearance. I think for the majority of you, this adjudication card, which is, by the way, number 30, has to do with you deciding on this person that you've had lingering emotions for that has been kind of disappointing in terms of communication or how they make you feel. If they can't make you feel like you're loved, then I would ask you, why does that fit what you look for? You know what I mean? You should be with somebody that takes care of you. Hello, Ophelia. Hello, Actunify. How we doing? Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Green. Yeah, I'm a workaholic. I was a little salty yesterday. You guys not being able to work was like, lame. Okay, let's move on to Gemini. We're gonna go with the Edgar Allan Poe for you. What do we have for Gemini, please? Thank you, Tiana. All right, Gemini. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Hermit in the reverse. King of Swords in the reverse. Two of Wands in the reverse. Tower. You got an interesting couple of weeks in front of you, my friend. Buckle up. Like, wear some shoes you can run in. Like, literally, dude is running. I'm not trying to flip you guys off. I just can't use my thumb, okay? Hello, Ghostly Poet. How are you? Look, someone that I think you put in a timeout, somebody that you don't trust. Maybe you have to associate, like, I'm real focused on the fact that this is I feel so bad about that this is a church. It's usually a church in the 5 of Pentacles, but like you can see it more clearly, right? I feel like there's a community and there's somebody in that community that you don't really trust, you don't want to deal with. This could be a workplace, for example, and you might get promoted, you might buy a new car, get a house. There's something here about your life improving. Maybe you get engaged, but Gemini, this person that you purposefully distance yourself from is potentially going to say something that is a lie or try to guide you in the wrong direction. So what I mean by that is this could be somebody who intentionally creates a problem in your relationship, gives you bad professional advice, or maybe even talks about you behind your back. This is not a trustworthy person. So Gemini, I'm getting the feeling that the best thing for you to do is when your spidey senses are telling you you can't trust somebody, don't be telling them your business, okay? I feel like this person is going to use information against you if they have access to it, but you have the ability to be like, denied. Two of Wands in the reverse and the Tower. This person is like a walking tornado. They do destroy things in their path. So I feel like distance is the right call, because there could be something here that ends up impacting you when it shouldn't, because, you know, you're there. So get some distance from somebody when your intuition is telling you they are not to be trusted. And definitely don't be like listening to their advice. You know what I mean? That's what your intuition is for. All right. 2 from the Zodiac fortune telling cards for Gemini. You worry over small matters and a change in the life of a true friend. For some of you, you're close to somebody when they make it big or they get rich. Like I'm getting kind of like an entourage vibe. And there could be somebody who's trying to like hop on that bandwagon, and you might be the person that tells your friend, I don't trust them. But there's also an issue here. This you worry over small matters. I feel like that has to do with perhaps something financial. Make sure that you have all your things figured out, but then remember that you can only control the controllables. I don't want you to spend too much time like losing sleep over something. Just put good energy out there. If you invest too much time thinking about what you fear happening, I do think it's money related, you might bring it into reality. So I want you to start picturing something like, you know, maybe not literally hitting the jackpot, but I want you to remain focused, Gemini, on your money getting better and stop thinking about it getting more challenging. All right, let's move on to Libra. I can't even do my little wriggle of my fingers regularly, you guys. It's like, did I say hello to everyone? I think so. Oh, hello, Matt. What's going on? Dude, for real, Peggy. I think we've all had enough of that, right? All right, Libra. We're going to use the Marigold Tarot for you. I also just want to do a quick shout out. If you all haven't checked out Mystic Harmony Tarot, she's one of my favorites. One of the reasons, aside from her being good, she has like the cutest accent in the world. I don't know what that accent is called out of the UK, but I should probably figure it out because I don't know. Yeah. But it's always good to have, you know, sassy tarot readers, and I would think she falls into that category. I think that's why I like her. We've got 7 of Cups in the reverse and the 3 of Wands. So Libra, there's something here you know you need to take action on. There's something you know you need to be doing. Kind of getting a procrastination vibe here. Yeah. Okay, so this feels like a warning. Libra, you have an opportunity to do something, take action on something, instead of just kind of letting it sit there and like fester. This could be, I don't really do medical stuff, you guys, but it could be something that requires you to go to the doctor. Could be something financial. It could be a conversation that you've been avoiding. But I feel like for the majority of you, it's the inaction, the not speaking up or not doing something that makes things worse. So trust that gut instinct that you need to do something and do it quickly. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. This feels like something you know you need to do to like make things right. This could be about a friendship. It could be about a job situation. But I do feel like this would be validation for you. Like, yeah, you know what? I kind of thought that's what I needed to be doing. I don't know. I don't want to do it. There have been times where I think about what needs to be done and how I could justify not actually having to do it. But then I remember these little warnings that I get. And if you have that gut feeling that's telling you need to do something, and in this instance, it really does feel like it's something about the truth, setting things right. It really, I feel like, is going to impact things for several months that you took care of this for the best or for the worst. So I want you to have that be a positive spin, right? All right. Let's get a few from Zodiac. Unexpected will happen, a short trip coming, and your wisdom will be more appreciated later. I feel like, especially for those of you that have children or possibly even a spouse where, they're maybe younger than you or learning something like, how to be financially responsible or how to communicate better. Whatever it is, Libra, I do feel like if you're patient with somebody, they're going to eventually figure it out. Don't lose your patience with them. But there is something I think you're going to be excited about this short trip. Let's get a card from the Kipper for you. What else do we have for Libra? You guys, that's weird, right? I was just saying short trip coming soon, and now we got the journey card. I mean, it could just be telling you that that's what you should be listening to. But yeah, pack your bag. Be ready. All right, let's go for Pisces. If you don't know, I'm a Pisces, and I love Pisces. I love being Pisces, although my head is probably up in the clouds a little bit too much. Which deck do we want to use for you? I think we'll use the Bianco Nero for you, Pisces. This is slightly awkward, but it's going all right, you guys. All right. Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups in the reverse, Pisces, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Wow. Okay. Well then. So you're manifesting something amazing. I feel like you're keeping cool. I don't know that you've told anyone what you're working on, and that might be a really good idea. I don't know if it's just like a subtle confidence, but that's what I'm picking up from the Queen of Wands is, you have some power, you know how to leverage it, and you may have been very focused on something, or maybe, just knew that it was the right time. But there's an offer coming in, an opportunity. And I do feel like this is something that other people have maybe wanted or coveted. So this could be like an opportunity in work that feels a little bit unreal. For others of you, this is like an opportunity for you to compete on a higher level. I'm seeing this Ten of Cups as like, if you are, I don't know, a regional bowling champion, now you're going to be a national bowling champion. Things are escalating in a good way in terms of your competitiveness, but it's almost like it's telling you, whatever this is, if this is professional, which I think it is for most of you, I want you to feel confident. You're the Queen of Wands, okay? So you have this like subtle confidence about you. But even as you raise to that next level and you have a new set of, it's like a new fighting class, right? Or weight class or whatever it is. I want you to have confidence because you are prepared. You are the Queen of Wands and you have been working towards this for a while. And I feel like as things get better for you financially or within your career, there's also a really beautiful love offer. Woo! I mean, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups is a pretty solid pair. So I do think that when things fall into place for you for your career or your money, you feel more confident and that draws in additional blessings. And one of those is going to be a really nice offer in love. All right, let's see. For those of you that are already in a relationship, Pisces, that Ace of Cups can also talk about creativity. So if you have established an expertise within your career, but not had the creative power over it, or not been able to do something a little bit like out of the box, that's what this is something that actually enables you to partner with the right partner, boss, other investor. But it's a beautiful situation for you. So this is really nice. There is a jealous woman here, though. So it says, beware. Your life partner will be a person of strong will. Anybody chuckling out there? There's somebody that really does feel like you're the one. And I feel like they tried to resist, but that's not going to last for much longer. All right, what else do we have for Pisces? Can I also just randomly say, you guys, yesterday, basically, I was like watching movies and taking like cat naps. But I could not fall asleep when I was watching Annihilation. It was also like earlier in the night. Annihilation with Natalie Portman. Highly recommend. Any of you seen it yet? It's so good. It's weird. I like that. It's not predictable. Hello, Alicia. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Right back to you. We've got high honor. So I think that this is a reminder, Pisces, that you're respected in whatever it is that you do, or even in just like your social community. There are people that look up to you as somebody that is, maybe you're a straight shooter, maybe you are super reliable, maybe you're a good friend, shoulder to cry on. Maybe you're all of those things. But this reputation that you've built up is going to assist you in terms of getting you the things that you are still working towards. So remember that you have that like charisma, right? Ooh, I would just say actinify that when you have like those other placements, you want to know, are we talking about like your personality? Are we talking about how others view you? I think it's good to know like at least most of your birth chart. But I think sometimes people get a little too focused on the sun sign, and it's good to know what relates to you from those other signs as well. I'm just lucky. Most of mine is Pisces. Let's move on to Cancer. We're going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas. I feel like Tiana would approve. Did you like it, Holy Yoga? Yay! What do we have for Cancer? You have Judgment in the reverse. Uh-oh. And the Hanged Man in the reverse. Are you getting into trouble, Cancer? What are you doing over there? I just feel like telling you be very careful. I feel like there's something here that you might walk into and not realize how serious the situation is. It's like, have you ever walked into another room at a party? Yeah, there's like 50 people there or whatever. And you're just like there to like, I don't know, get a Dr. Pepper. And there's like people you don't know and they're like screaming at each other and you're like, I'm just here for the spicy cherry cola in the fridge. Can you just okay. Be careful. Use your senses because I feel like you're smarter than this, but you're walking into a trap or something real uncomfortable. Another 4 of Wands. This is the 4 of Candles technically in this deck. And the 8 of Potions, which is the 8 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Yeah, I think you're going to realize that somebody has come back around with an increased interest in you. This person may have been a little bit difficult to really get like serious conversations out of. Maybe they didn't want to talk about committing. Maybe they didn't want to talk about feelings. Maybe they're a little resistant or whatever it was. But this person comes back and there's a renewed interest and there's a risk associated with this situation. It could be this person does not deserve your time of day, or it could be that there's a other person that you're talking to that could ruin your situation with this person if that's who you want to be with. So it feels like the universe is saying, hey, Cancer, I want you to think about who you really want. I want you to be cautious. I want you to think about what you say. Think about who you kiss. Because you're walking into a little bit of, I should storm here. Justice and the 10 of Candles in the reverse. So basically what it feels like is you have the opportunity to, you know, kindly reject or demurely decline and be like, you know, I just don't think that that's my scene, or I don't think I should be doing that, or I'm not really there yet, whatever it is. I mean, for some of you, you go out on a date and you accidentally run into the person that you would rather be out on the date with. This is something where if you get to that point, then it's a little bit more of a burden to try to like get yourself out of that situation. So best to just avoid the situation altogether is kind of the vibe. Don't put yourself in a precarious spot when you know it's going to be a precarious spot. You know what I mean? All right. I don't know why I'm shuffling. Let's go get you some zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have for Cancer? Hello, Mercedes. How are you? Did I say hi to Illuminati? Hi, Jimmy. How are you? Hello, Jungle Love. How are you? Yeah, if you don't know, I adore Dr. Pepper. I've had a little bit of a side romance with sweet tea. I actually have water right now, you guys. Are you proud of me? Be careful and avoid a loss. See? I think I'm like messing. I'm trying to like hold this without flipping you off. We'll go with this hand, you guys. Think about it, okay? You know it's gonna be an issue, but you know that you can like use your noggin to avoid it, because I feel like you already have a bad feeling about it. But I do like this card for you. It says wealth inherited from an unexpected quarter. Sounds so fancy. So you could have money coming your way that you really had no idea was going to be yours. And I like that for you. All right, this is the Kipper. What else do we have for Cancer, please? We have unexpected income in the reverse. That's really confusing for me. Oh, okay. It's not anymore. Look, you might be getting some money. You might feel like you're in the money. And then there's a situation that gets more complicated because you feel like emboldened to do something that you want, go somewhere that you want. but this is like a loss. So it's like, make sure you do something good with this money long term, you know, not just like blowing it at Vegas. Like, if you really want, you can. It's your money, but you know, maybe there's something more important. Hi, Mark. How are you doing? Hello, Pharaoh. Thank you. Let's get into we got Scorpio. We're gonna go with the Santa Muerte deck for you all. All right, what else do we have? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, and the World in the reverse. Seven of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Scorpio, you may have chalked something up as a loss prematurely. I do feel like there's another chapter here or something else that could be done. So if you're feeling dejected or a little bit upset right now, I feel like you might be missing some sort of action or opportunity you have to address this sense of loss. And it could be a little bit unexpected. But I feel like someone, perhaps even somebody in your family, is going to tell you something that changes how you view the situation. What's interesting is we have the Seven of Swords. So I feel like they're either calling you out on something that you're lying to yourself about, or they lie to you and you know they're lying. So you're like, oh, okay, so it must be the other thing. You guys have anybody like that you know? Oh, you told me I look better in the red? Okay, I'm gonna get the black one. That's what I see here. Somebody's like not necessarily on the same page, or you just don't trust them, I think. But there is something here that you can recover or avoid losing that I think you thought was just like a done deal. Six of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. You got to be cautious because there's somebody here who lies to you. For some of you, this is like a financial planner, an accountant, somebody you loan money to, somebody you do business with. Scorpio, I want you to make sure that you are like crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. If you need a contract with somebody, make a contract. If you need a prenup, make a prenup. But I want you to avoid a problem here by following your gut and being honest with yourself. There's something someone says and you're like, okay, I know where I stand now. And I don't know if you necessarily agree with them. All right, let's see what we get from the Zodiac fortune telling cards for you. I hope I don't run out of these. Damn. Persist and you will be more successful. You are too good for your own good. I just feel like there's somebody here who's trying to like take advantage. So be cautious, okay? This is like, you know, review your financial statements, check your Cash App. I don't know. All right. One from the Kipper. And then we'll move on to the fire signs. Thank you, Pharaoh. Ooh, I don't know when it was made. So it's like brand new to Paramount, like the app. But I can tell you it was Natalie Portman. I'm trying to think who else was in it. I don't know if I recognize any of the other actors. It was just really good. It was like science-y, and I'm a big fan of that. Like my favorite book is Jurassic Park. And it's not because I love dinosaurs. I do love dinosaurs. It's because they get a little scientific with it. Like the movie's cool too. Don't get me wrong. The book is better. See, okay, we have thoughts in the reverse. I feel like you let somebody else make a decision, you let somebody else give you advice, you let somebody else do something that you don't want to do, and they're doing it wrong, and it could cost you money, or it could be like there could be a bad consequence, like a fine. You know what I mean? So if you have an account, make sure that person knows what they're doing. Double check that math, because somebody is not trustworthy here. All right, let's move on to Aries. He's the OG. Now on Aries, yeah. Tiana, you're welcome. I'm always here for that. All right, Aries, starting off with the fire energy, we got the Five of Wands. We got the Lovers in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands both in the reverse. Eight of Cups and Nine of Swords in the reverse. Look, Aries, there might be something that you feel rejected over, or you might feel like you were not chosen. And it could be something that makes you feel a little bit upset. This could be job related. This could be even friendship, right? I get the feeling though that it's actually going to be a good thing. So whatever this is, if it's a job situation, if it's a romance, if it's like a fun trip that your friends didn't invite you on, it's not going to be a good experience, whatever this is. So like this thing that I feel like you really wanted or you fought for, this is one of those rejection is protection situations, Aries, because there's something else better for you. Because with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, like there's no like future to this. There's no room for growth. With the Knight of Wands in the reverse, I feel like it would be wasted energy for you. So the fact that you don't go or the fact that you invest elsewhere ends up being a really good thing for you. So let's say it is like a little fun trip that your friends don't invite you on. It might end up being that because you don't go on that trip, you meet somebody that's really helpful in your career, or you meet somebody that you really want to date. It's like you're in the right place at the right time because you didn't end up being where you wanted to be. You know what I mean? So believe in a little bit of fate or destiny, because I think it's going to work in your favor. I kind of feel like I need to switch to spiritual AF because we're running low on the zodiac fortune telling cards. So I hope you don't mind a little bit of the F bomb. We have forgive the fuck out of someone today. And you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. That's definitely good for a fire sign. So, yeah. I do feel like there's something here where you feel like you're missing out on something, or you feel like something should have been yours. This is like cut your losses, move along. There's something better that I think you're going to appreciate. All right. What else do we have for Aries, please? Poverty in the reverse. I like it. So I'm telling you, there's this missed opportunity, or this thing where you're like, man, I wish that I was there. Or I wish that was my thing. It's going to be really good luck for you that you're not there. It's going to impact your money, or it's going to make you feel like blessed. You know what I mean? All right, let's move on to Leo. We're going to go with the noisy cards. I think it's actually called the Classic Tarot. I suck at remembering this one, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, what do we have for Leo? Hermit in the reverse, Nine of Cups in the reverse, Five of Wands, and the World. And it's a little stressful, Leo. Are you stressed right now? I would be stressed. Who is this person that you are dealing with that is selfish and doesn't care? Like, are there moments where you're just like, where in that do you find any logic? Sorry, I'm a little judgy, but I don't like this person. This person is difficult. I don't know. This feels like a friend that you've had a really long time or someone in your family. Like, I don't know. You argue with them. They could live at a distance, or this could be somebody that, because of, like, if they are in your family, for example, because of the nature of the community, you can't really like totally get away from this person. Um, this is oddly similar to, which one was that? Gemini. But look, this is like basically saying the fact that you don't fit in with this person or this group of people that are, not really looking to get wiser each day or better each day, that maybe like short-term gratification is like their main thing, their main focus. They might be overly competitive or argumentative. It's a good thing that these people don't want to hang out with you. Look, have you ever seen like a bunch of dogs? Maybe they don't know each other, but they're at the dog park and they all like want to get to know each other and sniff each other and blah, blah, blah. And then if you consider like a bunch of cats, quite often their response is like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm like comfortable right here on the end of the couch armrest. I can smell you from here, and that's all I need to know about you. Feel like you're kind of the cat in that story. It might be good for you to have a little bit of distance, especially if you are the boss or you are working towards a promotion. Because I do feel like there is something beneficial here for you to be civil and know who these people are, but also not like get drawn into their shenanigans. For some of you, this means don't go drinking with them. For some of you, this means don't tell them your business. It's okay for you to be a different level than these individuals. I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody who has maybe just recently been promoted. For others of you, this is, if you've got kids, you don't need to be best friends with your kids. You want to raise like graze. You want to raise kids that don't know how to, act right? Like, no, of course you don't. So I feel like this is encouraging you to remember that you are kind of above whoever this is. If they want to fight you on it, that's fine. Go ahead, have an attitude. But like, it's that's just how it is. There you go. I know, aren't they, Jacqueline? This is like not even worth it. All right, let's see what else we have for you. What else do we have for you? The universe is your sugar daddy. And stop saying yes to shit you hate. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you hate golfing. Maybe you hate watching the same kids movie over and over again. Maybe you hate brunch. I don't know. Just do the things that you want to do instead of what people expect you to do. There are things you do have to do, like especially if we're talking about a parent situation here. But I feel like you're overextending yourself for somebody you don't need to. Or like worried or feeling guilty. You shouldn't need to. Ooh, I like that for you, Leo. Great fortune. Sign me up. So I do feel like things are going to go well for you in the next several weeks. So take advantage. Work hard. Dream big. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. We're going to use the Beginner's Tarot for you. What do we have for Sagittarius? Hello, Headspace. How are you doing? Oh, I know what you mean. I think I might even like watch it again, to be honest. It was just, and the ending. When I can't predict the ending, that's a big deal. That's like cool. You guys were creative. And I'm not, this is not me like trying to flex as a psychic. I just feel like a lot of movies are freaking predictable. Like either A, you're just remaking something from 40 years ago, or B, you like stole from 3 different movies and tried to make like Frankenstein's monster of a movie. I don't know. It's nice when plots are original, and I definitely feel like that one was. You guys, I just like didn't make it out of the A's yesterday. I watched Annihilation, Asylum, and then A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2. It's all A's. That could be important for someone. Maybe the letter A is important for you. Sagittarius, we have 2 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Wait, are you in love with the water sign? What's going on here? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Cups. What are you doing over there? And the Hermit. All right, so Sagittarius, you are probably going to run into somebody that has not exactly ended things in the best way. This could be a friendship. This could be a like former lover or an ex. But I do feel like there's something here. Either you feel like you should have handled better or they feel like they should have handled the situation better. And so it might be just a little awkward when you run into each other. But I do feel like you're at an event, or maybe this person just decides to talk to you. But I feel like when you encounter this person, whoever's in this 5 of Cups, I feel like for the majority of you, it's you, Sagittarius. Seeing this person again is like, no, you actually ain't shit. Now, we don't really need to be that judgy, but I feel like it just helps you get over that person. Like, why did I think you were so awesome? You're actually like just kind of mids, you know? Don't talk about people like that, okay, you guys? You might get slapped. But I do feel like you realize more clearly that this person's just like a little bit difficult. You know, you were always easy to irritate, or you were like fussy, whatever it is. So I feel like this conversation or run in, whatever it is, helps whoever's in that 5 of Cups to be like, you know what? I'm totally okay with you being in the rear view. It's in the past. I'm gonna focus on what's in front of me. So a little bit of closure for you, Sagittarius. All right, let's get a couple of them from Spiritual AF. Hello, Melanie. How are you? Yes, I did do Leo. Right before Sagittarius, actually. All right, so we've got guess who ain't gotta explain shit to nobody. You. You don't need to give anyone like the whole freaking backstory. You know what I mean? This is probably not your actual situation right now, but like one thing in particular that kind of aligns with this is when you call out to work, maybe your car broke down, maybe your relationship ended and you just need like a mental health day. Tell them you need a personal day. Tell them that you've had a family emergency. Tell them you're not feeling well. You don't have to tell them like a whole ass paragraph about what's going on. You don't have to give them that additional information. I feel like there's something here where this person who you run into, if they're interested in another round and you're like, I'm good, and they want to ask you why, maybe they're like, well, are you seeing somebody else? You don't have to give them any information you don't want to. In fact, I would almost always say, if you are not interested in somebody, or if you lose interest in somebody, do what you can to be like honest, but keep it short. Be as respectful as you can. But I feel like this is like one of those times where somebody might kind of like try to pester you over it. And I don't want you to get weirded out or like let that impact you. You made your call and that's it. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. I think that ties in nicely, don't you? Yeah, you don't have to explain. All right, let's get a kipper for you. What else do we have for Sagittarius, please? Ooh, false person. I feel like this is that person from the past. You already know Maybe they lie. Maybe they just manipulate or love bomb. You don't need that in your life. And especially if this person is actually like super manipulative, giving them more information is really just them trying to figure out a way to manipulate you further, right? Give me some information, then I'll use it against you. Well, how about no? All right. Thank you, Peggy. Let's move on to Capricorn. This is the Tattoo Tarot. High Priestess, Chariot in the reverse, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Death, Queen of Wands in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse. So Capricorn, it looks like you are experiencing a little bit of deer in the headlights right now. That or your person is, right? Because I do feel like there's an understanding that there's something that needs to be done or something that needs to be said. I do think that you understand how to pay attention to your intuition. You receive those messages. But Capricorn, I just kind of want to like nudge you a little bit because that was like more violent than or like you know what I mean? Because there's something here that you're not saying or something that you're not taking action on. And it's like deteriorating and maybe even like putting you in a bad mood. So you've got to really ask yourself, Capricorn, do you want something to actually end or do you want something to transform? Because if you want it to transform, then you have to speak up or you have to do something about it. You can't just sit there and like be aware that it's a thing. You know what I mean? I do feel like there could be some fears associated with this or some insecurity that could be leading you to kind of slow walk a judgment or a decision, right? But I want to remind you that you're awesome. Okay, Capricorn? You've got this. Say it like you mean it. Fake it till you make it, right? I think if you had just an ounce more courage, you would make the decision or take the action that you need to. So if you need to borrow an ounce of boldness, I can definitely help you with that for the low, low price of $50. Just kidding. Hello, Robert. How are you? Oh, I know. Patience is not always easy, right? It is a virtue, but also gets old after a while. So you got to decide, are you moving forward or are you going to let this kind of simmer out? Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. And that's why life is hard. I really like that one. You can't really see the words on there. Sorry, guys. What else do we have for Capricorn? Sorry about the lawnmower if you guys can hear that. Okay, here's the other thing with that Queen of Wands in the reverse. I want you to remember how much power you have, how capable you are of manifesting the things that you want in your life. And then I want you to focus your energy on that. Because I do feel like you're much more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Let's get a card from the Kipper for you. What do we have for Capricorn? Yeah. So there's something here that you're thinking about and you're thinking about it too long. Get up and do something. You got to make a decision or you got to finalize something. Got to say something. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, we're going to use the Pulp Tarot for you. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Perfect timing. All right, Taurus. We've got the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Five of Swords. Page of Cups in the reverse. This is like when you see those 3 little dots when somebody's typing. There we go. Chariot. That's funny. Look, you got somebody who is not acting with the best of intentions. This is somebody who is looking to find a vulnerability or a weak spot for you. This person is potentially, like, for some of you, this is a scammer. For some of you, this is somebody at work that's trying to make you look bad so they look better. And for others of you, this is just a really competitive friend or family member. But I want you to just like do a little recon for me, make sure everything is looking all right. You know what I mean? Like if you were trying to protect your house against burglary, are all your windows locked? Doors, you know, like all that stuff. I feel like there's something here that you already know this person isn't really that good of energy to be around. They may have been unnecessarily cruel or rude to you, made things about themselves. And with the Chariot, I feel like there's something here in terms of, for some of you, you might be going on a trip. For others of you, this person might be buying your car or selling you a car. But I do feel like there's something here about not trusting this person when there's a situation that calls for it, because I don't know, they don't have the right intentions. So I think it's important to really consider your time and your energy as currency. If you give your time or energy to this person, you cannot spend that currency elsewhere. I feel like you're supposed to be spending time with somebody else or doing something else, and this person is a drain on that currency. So I think you just need to kind of like reconsider a friendship or a relationship and ask yourself, for some of you, if it's a relationship, are you just like really attracted to them, but you can't stand their personality? Stop wasting your time. I mean, I don't like side missions. If you're big on side missions, I guess that's you. But it's not good for your energy. You're wasting your energy on something, and you could be investing that somewhere else. Spirit agrees with me. This person's not like up to par. Calling you out. Maybe you're just too attracted to this person, but they're really not that great. You can just grab your own butt, okay, you guys? Okay? It's fun. Let's get a kipper for you. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Family room. For some of you, this is encouragement to hang out by yourself for a little bit, or maybe be a little more selective in terms of your friendships. For others of you, this is saying this person's in your family. So, you know, if they're asking for a loan, if they're asking to like work with you in some capacity, like my answer would be no. But you got to live your own life. All right. Thank you. Very patient, Virgo. We are now on to Virgo. Trying to make sure I said hi to everyone. Hello, Dr. Emery. Hello, Robert. Hello, Archangel Visible. How we doing? Oh, that's cute. Why do you think that? Hey, if you don't like my content, that's okay. There's like probably 8,000 other tarot readers out there, honey. I won't miss you. But let's go to Virgo. Shall we do the Egyptian tarot? All right. What do we have for Virgo? We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Wands. So, especially if you're a creative person, there could be some struggles that you've been dealing with in terms of finding the inspiration that you need. For others of you, you may have taken an opportunity or even started dating someone and kind of wondered if it was the right thing to do. But I feel like with the Four of Wands, you're going to see things improve kind of unexpectedly, right? Hello, Softest Blue. How are you? Hello, Lightheart. Thank you, Peggy. All right, so it looks like the current situation here, Virgo, is maybe making you a little bit bummed out or feeling like you did the wrong thing. But something's about to be corrected for you. Something is about to be improved or leveled up. So if you feel like you've been working your butt off and you haven't gotten that promotion, if you feel like, you started that business and things haven't really, taken off the way that you thought, things are going to level out. So I do feel like your hard work is finally paying off. For, some of you, this could be you've been waiting for somebody to propose and this person finally does. And I feel like when they do right by it. But we've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This feels to me like a warning. For some of you, patience is required for this to actually marinate or like mature to that next level. So if you are feeling impatient, if you're feeling frustrated because somebody, has not promoted you, has not asked you to be exclusive, I encourage you to find a different way to get that expressed than like, I'm tempted to say whining. If you talk about this too much to the person who makes a decision, it might actually delay it. So I want you to work cheerfully or believe that this is going to go the way you want it to. And then things do actually work in your favor. It's just that I think it takes a little bit longer than you thought. And so it ends up being one of those things where you're like, was I kind of silly for even trying this? But I do feel like it works out. If you wouldn't say it to a friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. What else do we have for Virgo? Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reasons. So yeah, like I said, you might feel like things are not really going the way they're supposed to, but they're going to convince you otherwise, I think, in the near future. So keep the faith. Hello, William. How are you? Of course. We've got number 9, which is change. So Virgo, you could be changing jobs. You could be changing where you live. But I do feel like this is in reference to the Four of Wands. You're going to potentially like have an office, whereas you didn't before. You're going to potentially be able to work from home instead. You're going to be able to work where you want to or live where you want to. This is like you finally getting to that location or that role that you want to be in. So don't give up hope yet. It's going to work out for you. You just have to be a little bit patient. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, in terms of being patient for me doing this today instead of yesterday because of my stupid little thumb thing. And thank you, everyone who's been asking for personal readings, especially those that were patient when I had the injury. So y'all are the best. I love you and have a good rest of your night.